And I'm grateful to Rakesh sir and the writers of the film to write Ananya. It's a very unique role. I've always been a big fan of Smita Patil ji, and the kind of choices she made when it comes to her career, the films that she was part of. I felt like Smita ji was way ahead of her time. Or मुझे ना हमेशा ऐसे फिल्मों का हिस्सा बनना था जो एक इम्पैक्ट छोड़ सके और हमारे लाइफ में भी आपकी मम्मी या आपकी मदर इन लॉ या आपकी बेटी दे आर एज स्ट्रॉन्ग बट वाई वॉज इट नॉट प्रोजेक्टेड इन द मूवीज़ क्यों मूवीज़ में हमेशा ऐसे दिखाया जाता था कि हीरो हमेशा हीरोइन को प्रपोज करता है और जब तक वो हाँ ना बोले वो उसके पीछे पड़ के पागल उसको लिटरली दैट डे आई वाज वाचिंग अ वेरी आइकॉनिक फिल्म where the boyfriend proposed to the girl. श्रीदेवी मैम was a part of it, and जब तक वो हाँ नहीं कहती थी वो बाइक पे ऐसे स्पीड करे जा रहा था मुझे बहुत गुस्सा आया क्योंकि ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए क्योंकि यही चीज़ लोग देखते हैं और अपनाते हैं अपनी ज़िंदगी में। और एक चीज़ जो मुझे अच्छी लगी कि अनन्या प्यार में है लेकिन पहला जो स्टेप इस रिलेशनशिप में अगर आप देखें तूफान तो वो लेती है वो पहला स्टेप शी इज़ द वन हु इज़ गोइंग एंड आस्किंग सो दिस इज़ दैट स्मॉल डिफरेंस बट अ ह्यूज डिफरेंस in terms of cinema, the way it is portrayed. So thank you, sir. And गए वो दिन जहाँ पे लड़की बेचारी होती थी एंड बस हो गया अभी हर वी शुड जस्ट ट्रीट इट इक्वल वे में जो एक लड़का या एक आदमी करने के काबिल है वो लड़कियाँ भी उसके काबिल है तो समानता से अगर हम देखें और ट्रीट करें हर एक को तो बहुत बेटर होगा। और तूफान जैसे और ऐसे कई ऐसे फिल्में मैं चाहती हूँ कि ऑल द डायरेक्टर्स द अपकमिंग डायरेक्टर्स टू मेक स्ट्रॉन्ग मूवीज लाइक दीज एंड आई एम रियली हैप्पी टू डेब्यू विद लव सोनिया बिकॉज दैट मूवी लिटरली चेंज्ड एवरीथिंग फॉर मी द वे आई थिंक द वे आई function and we really need more filmmakers and scripts and stories that is going to change the way people look at women.
Rakesh ji, for you.
It's not a debate for me. It's that uh, I, I I I think it needs to start at uh, the family level. It's not about the movies. It's not about. It's at the family level. So if your daughter is, for the longest time, she's not been given the same. मतलब बेटा पैदा हुआ है तो मिठाई बटेगी, बेटी पैदा हुई है तो लाइट ऑफ कर दो, and stuff like that has happened and which is then seeped into your literature, collective consciousness has seeped into your films. अरे ऑडियंस को यही सुनना है उनको वही सुनाओ. So that's not an excuse. I'm just trying to see where it all happened. Bygones हो गया अभी. Now we should live in the present and move forward. And yes, conversations are important all along. But more than conversations, practice is even more important. And we were doing a scene in Rang De Basanti where it's a pre-climax scene and everybody is sitting in a bar and they're getting drunk. The boys are getting drunk. Two of the boys don't drink, Aslam and Lakshman Pandey, Atul Kulkarni and Kunal Kapoor. But Aamir, Siddharth, Madhavan, they're happily like having. And Soha is also with them. So I said, and they all, some are having rum, some are having wine. So I saw the table, I said, where's Soha's glass? Arey, she's a girl. वो movies में दिखाते नहीं ऐसे girls drinking and all. And that I'm talking about 16 years ago, नहीं दिखाते थे. Unless you are like loose character and all or trying to entice somebody. So first I fired that assistant of mine immediately. I said, go sit outside. You're not required in this scene at all.
There's another book inside you.
Yeah.
We haven't covered this.
And said, आप बाहर बैठो please. आपको समझ ही नहीं आया हम कौन सी फिल्म बना रहे हैं और क्या कर रहे हैं. तो फिर if you're doing something. So these things keep happening and recurring, time and again. Obviously, the film had a very strong female protagonist who, Sue McKinley, who comes from the UK in India too. So she is the main instigator of the film as such. She runs the film. So, and every time there doesn't have to be, I completely agree with you about, stalking a woman and falling in love has been the idea of romance in our country. The hero stalks the woman, the heroine, and until then, she's roaming around with her friends and all. The moment she falls in love, वो सलवार कमीज पहनना शुरू कर देती है. ऐसा भी होता था हमारी फिल्म में. बहुत फिल्में हैं ऐसी. Then in Delhi 6 again, I wanted to bring out, because I know old Delhi, I know closed societies, and I have seen, I've been part of, as kids we are playing gully cricket, all the old people are sitting on the chabutra next to the mandir in the small gully. And if a girl of the house just walks in at 6:30 in the evening, everyone will go quiet and say, यार ये सूरज ढलने के बाद घर आ रही है. Then they'll go and speak to the parents. अरे आप छोटू साहब आप क्या कर रहे हैं? Like my mama. ये अच्छे घरों की वो नहीं. Now I'm not blaming those guys. I'm also saying because we haven't provided security for our women, we haven't let them feel safe. So somewhere the whole psychosis. And then there are, obviously at a higher level, there have been absolutely statements which are, and movies and by thought leaders who by default say something or meaning it, not meaning it, but it makes a huge impression on the diaspora and the people कि यार ऐसा ही तो है, सही तो बोल रहा है, ऐसा ही होता है. Look at Vandana Kataria and hat-trick scorer. For the longest time, she was discouraged by her neighborhood and all, and only her father stood by her. And today, she represents your country. Not that neighbor out there. Matlab, he's still in the corner shop eating samosa or something. And so there needs to be a deep thought here. We have to look inwards and say कि यार ये हो गया अभी, आगे बढ़ते हैं. And learn from all this. Yeah.
अब मैं चाहती हूँ कि heroines heroes को बचाए भागकर है ना, मजा आएगा.
In the spirit of what he said, आगे बढ़ते हैं, and there's so much evolution